What's up, everybody?
Make some noise if you are ready!
With the 24th pick, the Dallas Cowboys select.
We're getting closer, bro. We're getting closer. Hey, Mike, how you doing down there, bro?
I'm doing good. How's it up there?
It's good, bro. We're going to talk about some draft stuff here, so let's do it. How's
Let's go.
everybody doing in the chat box tonight, bro? Appreciate everybody for joining us tonight for this special edition of the Frisco Report. We're talking Cowboys 30 visits. We're going to break down where we think they'll go in the draft. Mike's going to give his rankings, and I'm going to give the projections as far as where they might go, and we're going to talk about it here. So, a lot of the names have leaked out. I think we're up to, what do we say, Mike? We're on
27, 28?
28 now. So
28.
they usually leave like one or two here for like a last minute kind of guy. So, but we'll break that out. We'll break that down as we get through this. But Mike, we're in April, bro. The homeward stretch. How are you feeling about the draft right now? What the Cowboys are looking at and this sort of thing?
No, dude, I'm excited. This is your year to shine. I mean, you had Foots on the show late last week. You guys killed the show. Had it live on the TV with the phone on the side, so I couldn't comment. But you guys, when y'all talk draft, kudos to you guys. You guys are the GOAT of draft talk. So this is your guys' season, your time to shine. And no, Cowboys, on the other hand, it looks like wide receiver is a big possibility in this first round. Offensive lineman, maybe they feel they can get one in the second or third round. But I have a good feeling, and I hate the feeling that we're going to be picking up a wide receiver in the first round.
Yeah. Cowboys are doing some things here. They're kind of giving some clues. I still don't think that these guys are doing smoke screens. I think some people are giving them a little bit too much credit. I mean, they bumble a lot of stuff, so I don't believe the Cowboys are actually doing smoke screens. I mean, look at the track record, right? But the 30 visits is a real thing, and so it's an important part of the whole process, especially for your early round guys, right? So you look at the 30 visits. Not every single pick 1 through the 7th round will come from this. There's always going to be the surprise picks, the picks that fans and everybody are not talking about enough. Happens every year. So fans need to get ready for that wow moment all through this draft, 1 through 7.
It's coming.
Yeah, it's coming, Mike. It's coming. So let's jump right into it. Let's not hold anybody up. Shout out to everybody in the chat box. We're going to break down the 30 visits. And if we have time here, we'll do a quick mock draft for you guys to break it down. All right, Mike. So let's go ahead and share this screen here. This is brought to you by the FriscoReport.com, bros. So this is your you can find everything here at the FriscoReport.com. It's the official website of the podcast for Mike and I's channels. So we got the we got the home, we got the merch, the schedule, which I'll update once that comes out. Our draft history of every first selection from 1960 to current. Our draft classes, links to our YouTube pages, and the 30 visit, and also links to the draft simulator. So right here, we're looking at the 30 visits, Mike. We're going to break it down by grouping here. You ready, Mike?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, here we go. So we're going to start off with the O-line group. All right, these are what the Cowboys are looking at closely here so far. The official 30 visits in You know what? We'll break this down. We won't waste a lot of time on some of the on all of these. We'll hit them up though. But Mike, Charles Cross, an interesting one here. You know, a lot of mocks have him going really early. I have him projected as a first round guy. Where do you have him on your rankings as far as these 30 visits?
Yeah, I think he's the number one player that the Cowboys have brought in. With everybody they brought in out of the 28 that we know of, Charles Cross out of Mississippi State is number one in my book.
Yeah, yeah. From these 30 visits, definitely. I agree. He's my number one prospect from all these official visits. So a great player. Will he be there? I seriously doubt it, but you never know. And I think that's just the Cowboys doing the due diligence. Everybody's favorite word this offseason, due diligence. And that's probably more what this Charles Cross is here, unless they shock the world and trade up to get him. But yeah, that's where he's at there. The second one, Mike, Zion Johnson, offensive guard out of Boston College. I don't think this is a surprise to anybody here. I have him projected as a first myself. And one of the higher ranked guys in this one. But what do you say here, Mike? What do you have him? What's your thoughts? What's your ranking here?
No, I have Zion Johnson a first or second round. I have a feeling he can slide into that second round. He won't be there long, though. Don't get me wrong. He won't be there long if he does. But I do have him a first or a second. Zion Johnson out of Boston College. I got him number 6 overall out of the 28 players that the Cowboys got to bring in. I'm a big fan of his. He's a mauler. He's a dog. Got the blue chip attitude. But right now I got him number 6 in the 30-man visits.
Very good, very good. I like it. Kenyon Green, Mike, offensive guard out of Texas A&M. I think he gives a little bit more of that position flex than Zion does, as far as like, you know, if they need to use him in a pinch at tackle, maybe they like that a little bit more. But high interest here. They went to the pro day. You know, they've been, you know, talking through him throughout, and here we go for the 30 visit. I have him as a first rounder, Mike. What's your thoughts on Kenyon Green here? 30 visits.
Yeah, Kenyon Green, I got him projected as a first round pick. I got him number 5 overall right here on the 30-man board. I like him. He is higher than what Zion Johnson is, so I do like Kenyon Green a little more than I do Zion Johnson. But Cowboys will be fortunate if they can get Kenyon Green in here at the 24th pick. I know a lot of people don't want to reach for offensive linemen, but it's paid off. Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, Travis Frederick. Cowboys have a history of taking first-round talent with that offensive lineman. Travis Frederick was a third-round projection on Mike Mayock's board, and they stole him later on in the draft, trading back with the Patriots. So don't sleep on offensive linemen in the first round. Cowboys have a great history of drafting.
Yeah, and that's a great point, Mike. When it comes to O linemen, Cowboys, they do it better than a whole bunch of these teams. You know, I think that's their bread and butter. And I think it's definitely time to get back to it. And, you know, they're doing it here. This one here, I think is an interesting pick for the Cowboys. This visit here, Bernard Ryman, offensive tackle out of Central Michigan. I have him as a 1-2. High interest here. You know, Senior Bowl interaction, combine, and here we go with the 30 visits. So, you know, the comments, you know, everybody has a different take on Bernard Ryman. Some people hate him. Some people absolutely don't want to take him here in the first round. They'll be sick to their stomach if they take him at 24. I mean, you've heard everybody have their comments on him. I myself, I could see this, Mike, and let me tell you why I think they have interest here. I think if some of these guys get wiped out, you know, I think he would be a legitimate target for the Cowboys. You know, and maybe if some of these guys are still on the board, maybe they even move down a little bit and grab another third round pick. So interesting that they're looking at him. I call him Ivan Drago's son. You know what I mean? He looks just like him from Rocky. And you know, the Cowboys like him. You know, the coaches here like him. They like the work ethic. You know, they know that he's not going to come in here, you know, messing around, goofing around, put in a lot of the time there, Central Michigan, to reshape himself from a tight end, offensive tackle, very athletic, you know, and can hold him his own there. 6'7", a big man there, young kid, Central Michigan. And I'm gonna say one more thing here, Mike.
Yeah, go ahead.
Offensive tackle. If they take one, I think he would be the one here at 24. And why I think this might be a front office selection where they say, okay, what if we don't have a first round pick next year? Because what if this goofy team gives a first for Sean Payton? So let's get the tackle now because maybe we're not going to have a first round pick. We don't know about Tyron Smith, next year. Let's go ahead and get a tackle in here now because we may not have a first round pick next year if the secret meetings, are going on where they want Sean Payton, Mike. So that's my little conspiracy theory there on offensive tackle, this late in the first.
I like your scenario there where they could pick him at 24, but I don't know. I have him graded as a second round talent.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of people have him right in there like a second, right? So, but what's your thoughts there on Bernhard Raimann? Where do you have him ranked as far as your rankings here for the 30 board?
Yeah, he's number 8 overall. He's number 8 overall out of the 28 here. But the scenario, I like your scenario you gave that maybe if he's there at 24, maybe. But I have a feeling if Zion Johnson's there or Kenyon Green happened to fall, which I highly doubt at 24 there, I think Raimann might be their second round choice to go move up like a DeMarcus Lawrence type or something like that. I know we don't want to.
I like that.
I know we don't want to give up all those 5th round picks, but they're there, and I have a feeling that this would be a move up. How they might go all the way to 33 just to get this guy. So
yeah,
I have a feeling that could happen, but I have a huge gut feeling that they're going to go wide receiver in the first round, and then if Raymond's still there, they're going to trade back in that trade all the way up in the second round and go get him.
I like that thinking, bro. I like that thinking. Let's move on to Cam Jurgens, the offensive center out of Nebraska, Mike. I have him as a 4th. When I looked at his tape here, I saw a player that will probably compete with Biadasz, but I didn't see a player that was better than Biadasz. I think they're kind of close, man. So if you bringing in a guy in here, I think it's a competition, a 3-way. We've talked about Farniak here for a while. So Farniak, Biadasz, and Jurgens. If they were to draft him here, Mike, I have him as a 4th. Where do you have him here? What's your thoughts on Jurgens?
Kind of, I don't know. It's interesting. I don't see Biadasz and Jurgens neck to neck. I see Jurgens a little bit above Tyler. I think if they had a camp competition, let's say the Cowboys drafted, if they had a camp competition, I think Jurgens is going to win that, and I think he's going to win it with ease. I really do. I do have him as a 3rd round pick, and I'm not saying that because Tyler Biadasz was a 4th round pick. I like his style, I like his play. So he does lean. Maybe his pull ain't as good, but I think under Joe Philbin, this is a Joe Philbin type of center, and I can see Joe Philbin going out and getting Jurgens. But Jurgens, I do have 15 overall.
Good work there. And you can never go wrong with the Big Ten O linemen. They're good to develop in this sorts of things. So we're looking at Josh Izudu, offensive tackle, North Carolina, to round it out, and Dawson Deaton, center out of Texas Tech. Cowboys like Texas Tech. They've been, bringing in here these guys for a long time. Late round picks. I mean, Terrence Steele, he was out of Texas Tech as an undrafted guy. Where do you have these guys? I have them as 7th rounders, undrafted type of guys. But where do you have them at, Mike?
I got Izudu as a 4th round talent, Joe. He's a sleeper in my book. Don't sleep on Izudu. I like his play. I think he's coachable. He's developable. He's had some successful runs there at North Carolina. On the other hand, Deaton, I see him as a 7th round, possibly undrafted guy. Maybe Cowboys want to, after the draft, call him up, say, hey, we'll give you $10,000. You come sign with us on the practice squad. So I can see both scenarios. But Izudu, I got as a 4th round pick. I think he's a huge sleeper. But get a couple of years, then maybe he can go in there. But right off the bat, Josh Ball, Matt Farniak type of red shirt.
Very good indeed. So that's the O-line that the Cowboys have brought in here. Like I said, they got about 2 spots here to fill. Is Linderbaum one of these guys, or is another late rounder guy. So we'll definitely keep you updated once we get the last two guys that come in. But right now we're sitting at 28. Mike, going to D-line, Jordan Davis, the big behemoth out of Georgia. First round talent for me. I just think that I don't think he gets past the Texans, at 13. So interesting that they're looking at him, but you never know. You never know how these drafts can shape up, or if he falls a little bit, would it be a trade up scenario? It would really go against what the Cowboys have done here in recent years. But there's definitely a reason why they're looking at him. So, Mike, where do you have him at? What's your thoughts on Jordan Davis?
Jordan Davis. I got Jordan Davis. And overall, Joe, guy's a mauler. He's a beast. I do got him as a first-round talent. If he does slip because of his position as a defensive tackle, I can see him being not in the second round long. I think someone's going to snatch him up. They're going to snatch him up fast. I do like Jordan Davis, though. So it'll be interesting to see, but I do got him first-round talent. But it's one of those guys that can slip just because of his position.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Next one here, Myjai Sanders, defensive end of Cincinnati. I have him as a 1-2. I think that this is a name that's kind of moving into the back end here in some of the mock drafts I'm seeing here. I think Daniel Jeremiah had him in the first already. So there's some whispers here that Myjai Sanders could be one of these first-round kind of guys. Depending on how this draft shapes up, this would be a name that would be one of those wow moments that the Cowboys, put that card there, number 24 or whatever, Myjai Sanders. But Cincinnati, very good program, very gritty, program out of Cincinnati. For me, I don't see, him he's not as athletic as I want as far as the bend. He does have some of that, but I do see some stiffness there coming off the edge. But he brings the pressure, bro. Somewhere that you could develop, and that's kind of what they did with D Law coming out of Boise State. Wasn't the perfect prospect by any means, but somewhere that they could develop. But what do you have on Myjai Sanders, Mike?
I got him as a second. I'm not buying the first round hype. Primetime Phil in the comment section said it best. Taco. I see a replication of taco, and it is Tuesday, but I don't want any more tacos, Joe. But I do have him as a second. I don't think the Cowboys will touch him. I think he'll go the second round. But I got him 12. I do got him 12 overall on the board.
Very interesting indeed. DeMarvin Leal, defensive tackle, Texas A&M, started out hot with the mock draft season. First rounders kind of dropping a little bit here. Had a little bit of a slow time with the rest of the A&M boys there on their pro day. I have him as a 2-3, Mike. Cowboys have high interest here, obviously, a 30 visit. So bringing him in for a closer look. I think there's a guy that gives you that flex. I hate that because I want a specialist. I want a guy that's just an edge rusher, get after the quarterback kind of guy. And for me, DeMarvin Leal, he's more of this, flex kind of guy, Crawford, Golston kind of guy. Give me the war daddy. But, definitely doesn't hurt to bring him in the rotation, Mike. I have him as a 2-3. What's your thoughts on DeMarvin Leal?
Yeah, I got him as a solid 2, Joe. Solid 2. Like you said, the versatility's there. Production's there. I got a 9 overall.
Good. Very good there. Moving on to Sam Williams, defensive end out of Ole Miss. He's got some crazy off-field issues here. This is one of those roll the dice type of deals if you can get past the off-field and this sort of thing, and you can let Dan Quinn mold him into something. Maybe he turns into something there. I have him as a third rounder out of Ole Miss. I know some fans heard the name, saw the footage. Oh, first rounder. No, he's not a first rounder. But Cowboys have high interest here, Mike. What's your thoughts on Sam Williams?
Yeah, third, fourth rounder in my book, Joe, just because the off-field issues like you talked about. Talent's definitely there. But I got him 17 overall.
Okay. Perion Winfrey. Okay, out of Oklahoma. Looks like I got hit up here with the autocorrect. It's not Person Winfrey, it's Perion. I'll have to go in there and edit that. So, Perion Winfrey, defensive tackle out of Oklahoma. Cowboys like the Oklahoma D line, man. I don't know what it is about these guys, but Tapper, uh, our the current guy that we have right now,
They like Gerald McCoy. They picked him up.
McCoy. Yeah. So they like the Oklahoma D line for whatever reason. Perrin Winfrey, Senior Bowl MVP, and they do like that's another thing here about the Cowboys. If you look at their draft history, they like a lot of these Senior Bowl players, whether they're 30 visit or not. They kind of take a look at some of these guys, like an Xavier Woods, Dak, DeMarcus Ware. I mean, the list goes on, right? So Perrin Winfrey, I have him as a third myself. Mike, what's your thoughts on Perrin Winfrey?
Yeah, I got him. I got Winfrey as a second, Joe. DeMarvin Neal, I have rated higher than Winfrey here. But I think once DeMarvin Neal goes, the team's going to panic 3, 4, 5 slots later. You're going to see Winfrey go right behind him just because people are going to panic. Like, oh, no, here comes these defensive tackles, blah, 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 blah. So I do got him 11 overall, but I do like Neal better than I do Winfrey.
Well, that's a good point. Whenever there's a run, some of these position groups can get wiped out real quick. It's a good point. Louis Valane out of defensive end out of Wake Forest, and David Anahi, defensive end out of Houston. I have him as 7th rounder kind of guys, maybe potentially undrafted, priority free agent type of guys, Mike. But just guys that you can throw into the mix. Do you have any notes on these final two here on the D line?
I don't have notes, but I did read some projections, Joe. Undrafted guys, possibly 7th round, maybe if they're lucky. But I have a feeling both these guys are going to go undrafted. However, there's that. But from what I did watch, Joe, I do like the defensive end out of Houston. I do got him a little better than Lavon out of Wake Forest, but I don't have a lot. This was just on the quick film that I've watched. But I do like Houston better than I do Wake Forest in that situation.
Yeah. Yeah, good work there, Mike. Moving on to the next group here in the 30 visit linebackers. We got 4 here. Devin Lloyd, Mike, Utah. We've been seeing him fall a little bit here in some mock drafts. Maybe they're hearing whispers of other players other players are starting to move up. You see Trevon Walker, Jordan Davis. Some of these other guys are moving up, pushing some of these guys a little bit down. So Devin Lloyd, Mike, outstanding linebacker. It gives you that pass rush. I think he's like a little bit of a Micah Parsons light version. Definitely not as fast by any means, but you put him in the mix, Mike, and I think that defense, is just going to be humming. So I like that they're looking at him, Mike. I have him as a 1st-round grade for sure. What's your thoughts on Devin Lloyd?
Yeah, 1st-round grade for sure. 3 overall on the 30 board, Joe. Like you said, the guy, he's a sure tackler. Love everything about him in tackling. Cowboys will be lucky to get this guy at 24. I doubt. I know someone said Jordan Davis won't see 20. Devin Lloyd won't see 20. He'll be gone.
Yeah, that would be nice. Could be a potential trade up. If you want to give, I don't know how much it would. It really depends on where he falls to, but if he's in a range where these guys feel comfortable enough to make a move up for him, that would be one. If you're getting him at 24, I would be happy with that first pick. You know what I mean? So that's a good one there. The next one here, Mike Quay Walker, linebacker out of Georgia.
Yep.
Versatile linebacker, more of a rotational guy at Georgia, but projecting more as a starter at the next level. A lot of untapped potential, a high ceiling guy. All over the place. I'm a big fan of Walker. I have him as a 2nd-round grade. Mike, what's your take on Walker here, linebacker?
I got Walker, like you said, untapped potential. We don't know what he truly is, Joe. I got him as a 3rd round, probably late 2nd, early 3rd, probably middle of the 3rd type of guy, just because, just because he has Georgia at the end of his name. They just won the championship. But I'm sticking to my guns here. I got him as a 3rd round, Joe. And I got him 10 overall on the board.
Very good. Devin Harper out of Oklahoma State and James Houston out of Jackson State. Some other linebackers to roll it out here. I have him as a late round guys, day 3 all the way. for these ones here. But do you have any notes on Harper or James Houston, Mike?
No, I know somebody in the comment section keeps screaming his name. I did look at projections on James Houston.
Yeah.
I got him in the 7th round, but he's definitely in the high 20s on the draft board. If I'm gonna be honest.
There we go. Jackson State sleeper selection is what we call those type of guys. Tight ends, Mike. These are interesting selections here. We'll look at the first one here. Cade Otton. Cowboys have been looking at him throughout the draft process, and they're bringing him in for a closer look. I have him as a 4 or 5, but comes from a really good program, well coached. Cowboys like him. I think they like his size and that sort of thing. So, a name to remember, guys. Cade Otton, tight end out of Washington. I have him as a 4th to 5th round guy myself, Mike. What's your thoughts here on Cade Otton?
I got Cade Otton as a 3rd, Joe. 3rd rounder, solid 3rd rounder. Out of Washington, right? 14 overall on the board, like you talked about. He's one of my pet cats. I mock draft him last show to the Cowboys. He's one of my pet cats. I like his style.
Yeah, for sure. Jalen Weidemeyer, Mike. This is an interesting prospect. I like him, but did the slow times ding him significantly, or does he still go a little bit higher? Does he go? I mean, the projection on him is anywhere from like a 3rd to undrafted. I mean, it's crazy to me. So, Jalen Weidemeyer, is it a work ethic deal or what is it? So, I have him as a 5th. I kind of just split it down the middle as far as where the projection would be. I don't see the Cowboys taking him early, but I mean they have a lot of 5 rounds picks here. You could throw the dart, see if it sticks. What's your thoughts on Jalen Weidemeyer, Mike?
I got him as a middle of the 4 guy, late of the 4. I don't think he sees the 5th round, Joe, just because there's some he's getting some attention there. Yeah, you talked about how slow he was, things of that sort. I do got him 16 overall on the 30 board, but I see him as a solid mid 4, late 4 guy. I don't think he'll touch the 5th.
Okay. These last 2 are some of my favorites. Okay. Jelani Woods, the tall tight end, plays with power, catch radius, tight end out of Virginia. He's an Oklahoma State transfer. I have him as a 3rd. I think he would be a great addition to this tight end room. With Adam in there with Schultz, McEwen, Jelani Woods, he could be a superstar in the making. You know what I mean? So 3rd round, I have on him. What's your thoughts on Jelani Woods, Mike?
Got him as a 4. Got him as a 4th round selection, Joe. I could see him going late in the 3rd, but early in the 4th. I do got him 18th overall out of Virginia on our draft board, but he's one I'm putting a question mark by because it's hard to say.
Yeah, so it's a good player. Definitely can't go wrong there. And my favorite guy here, Jeremy Rucker. Been talking about this guy all off season. Ohio State, another one of these untapped potential type of guys because you didn't see the numbers, but when he did get the ball, snatched the ball out of the air. He's got great hands, soft hands. And finds the end zone. Good red zone target for Ohio State. And I think that his potential at the NFL level is going to be something special. So I like Rucker in the 3rd. Myself, a solid player, and I would love for the Cowboys to somehow find a way to get him in here, Mike. So I got him in 3rd. What's your thoughts on Jeremy Rucker, Mike?
No, I like Oten, and I got him as a 3rd. I got him as a 3rd round. I like Oten, but I like Ruckert also out of Ohio State. Something about Ohio State and people on offense like I Noah Brown, Zeke, to bring Ruckert in here, I think would be clutch for the Cowboys. I got him 13th overall in the 30-man visit.
There we go, Mike. Good work. Moving over to wide receivers, 3 so far. Drake London, wide receiver out of USC. I'm not high on this guy. Most people are licking this guy's ass and balls. I'm not. I just I don't trust the health, man. And that for me, I want players that are going to be on the field, contribute. I don't like this. Oh, when he's on the field, BS. I'm done with that shit. So has potential. You know what I mean? But I have him as a 1-2 because the health dings him for me. So, but somebody's going to take him high. Somebody's going to overdraft the hell out of Drake London. Hopefully, it won't be the Cowboys. They're bringing him in though for a closer look. I think they're hoping he'll be a Michael Pittman or somebody like this. But of some of these higher rated guys, this would be one that wouldn't really get my juices going. But they're taking a look at him. What's your thoughts on Drake London, Mike?
8 overall on the board, Joe. 8 overall on the board. I don't think he's the best wide receiver that the Cowboys have looked at on my sheet. I'm kind of with you. Health, right?
Yeah.
So I got him 8 overall, but I do have him as a first. Though.
Okay. Chris Olave, Mike. This is one of my favorite ones. I really like this one. I don't know if he'll make it to 24. This might be one of those guys. If he falls a little bit, you take him, but maybe he is there. You know what I mean? So Chris Olave, I like him. I like the way he runs his routes with his feet. I think he's able to manipulate and deceive these cornerbacks by his route running, getting in the end zone, finds the soft spots. I really like him a lot. Oklahoma, out of Ohio State, obviously, first rounder for me, and they're taking a closer look. Definitely wide receiver is definitely a need for the Cowboys here. We talked about them, maybe want to trade for a wide receiver. They try to get Devontae Parker. That's another story there. But Chris Olave, Mike, I have him as a first. Where do you have Olave on your 30 board here?
Olave would be my 2020 draft of CeeDee Lamb. I think Traylon, and I know we're going to talk about Burks later, but I think Burks is going to go first. I think this guy's going to slip. And I think I don't know if Olave is going to slip to 24. It'd be really shocking if he does. But Chris Olave would be my CeeDee Lamb kind of slipping down the draft. That would be my guy that's slipping. But I could be wrong. Could be a top 10 pick. Could be a top 15 pick, Joe. But I do got him 4 overall.
Yeah, I agree. His draft stock is, a lot of people are looking at him. A lot of teams are looking at him. So, and for good reason. He's a top flight wide receiver, and definitely a weapon for Dak Prescott. He's going to need him. Treylon Burks, Mike. Cowboys bringing him wide receiver out of Arkansas. I have him as a first, but I have him as a first going to the right scheme, and this is what scares me. I don't think that. I don't think. I know that Kellen Moore won't know how to utilize this guy. You know what I mean? You're talking about he's not known for his route running. He's more known for his strength after the run kind of guy. So, how do you scheme that up? Kellen Moore doesn't know how to scheme crap up. He doesn't even know how to get Tony Pollard in the game. So, not for me, man. I like Treylon Burks, but not for the Cowboys, Mike. But I do have him as a first round talent. What's your thoughts on Burks?
Burks, like I said, Olave, I think, is going to slide. I think Treylon Burks is going to be a sure top 15 pick. He won't even sniff the Cowboys' ass crack, Joe. He's going to be gone. But I do got him number 2 overall on the 30-man draft board.
Yeah, so you got him high there on the 30 there. That's interesting. Next group here, Mike, DBs. Just some guys to throw into the mix kind of guys. Camp Bodies, maybe a diamond in the rough type of dudes. Marcus Bell, safety out of Florida A&M. And Darren Bland, cornerback out of Fresno State. I have him as 7 to undrafted priority free agents, Mike. Any thoughts on these ones here before we get on to the next group here?
Yeah, I think Marquise Bell will be a 6th or 7th rounder out of Florida A&M. And then I think Darren Bland, the cornerback out of Fresno State, 7th round, possibly undrafted guy.
Yeah, there's those guys there. The only DBs that brought in so far. Running back, Mike, talked about this offline. Malik Davis, running back out of Florida. Not the Florida running back I wanted them to look at, but bringing him in for a closer look. But, maybe it's more of an exploratory deal. Maybe it's, hey, tell us about your teammate here. Tell us about your teammate. So Could be part of it, but camp body type of guy. I think the Cowboys personally, Mike, are going to be in the market for a running back somewhere in this draft. As maybe as early as the 4th round. Got to protect yourself. What's behind Pollard and Zeke is not good. You got a unreliable, fragile back there with Dowdle. You know what I mean? Can't stay healthy. Made of glass. So bring in some more time. They brought in Corey Clement, but that's not an answer there. I don't think they re-signed him. So somewhere in this draft, Mike, a running back may be added here. You have any thoughts here on Malik Davis, Mike?
Yeah, I like Abraham Smith out of Texas A&M better than I do Malik Davis out of Florida, Joe. That's just me. I don't think Malik Davis, this is no knock on the guy, I don't think he's going to get drafted. It's probably going to be an undrafted free agent signing, Joe.
Yeah, for sure. So those are the lists here that we have so far. I think we're at the 28 or 29. So, they got a little leeway here to bring in another guy here at the end here. And we'll see who that final prospect is, whether if it's anybody of significance or not. We'll definitely keep you updated. Make sure you're following us on Twitter also. We'll definitely break that news there. Mike, how do you feel about closing it out with a mock draft bonanza, bro?
Well, let's mock it. How many rounds?
Let's do 5. Let's do a 5-round mock. We're sitting at 36 minutes right now. I think it's a perfect look at. Maybe we want to get crazy here. Maybe we want to do some trades. Let's see what we want to do. Let's do something crazy here.
Let's go.
Change it up. Guys, make sure you guys are bookmarking and following thefriscoreport.com. As you can see here on the screen, we got everything. We got merch, draft history, the draft classes, links to our YouTube channel, the 30 visits, and draft simulators. So let's get to the draft simulators, Mike.
Yeah, while Joe's hitting that guy, we got 63 viewers in the house. We got 35 likes. I just need 5 people to hit like. Let's get to 40 likes on this video, guys. It helps Joe out tremendously. 5 people. 1, 2, 3, go.
All right, guys. I think the one mock draft here that does have trades. I believe PFF has free trades if I remember correctly. Let me look at this real quick, Mike. Let me see. I think they do. We'll do 5. We'll do Cowboys, obviously. Okay, let me see. Enter the draft. Select a team to trade here. Okay. What is the other simulator that allows mock drafting trades? Do you guys know offhand?
PFF
added trading players. I think there's another one in here. Let's see. Oh, John Jones. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Appreciate you for coming through. Sorry last time, too. Thank you for checking out the channel and the show. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to everybody in the chat box, man. We're talking 30 visits, and we'll close it out with a 5-round mock draft, man.
While you're loading that up, Joe, how do you like the draft hat?
I'm not a fan.
I think mode's not a fan of the cat.
Yeah, I can't endorse it. I just don't like it. I don't like the colors. That I wish they would have made the Dallas part white. You can't see it. It's all. It might be one of the first for me where I'm gonna skip that draft cap, bros.
I like the lettering where the Cowboys are black and the Dallas is blue, and it fits. It's my style hat. I'm getting that one for show. I'm gonna get it for show.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I wish the Dallas part, the cursive part, was white, where you could actually see it. You know what I mean? But to each their own. Let's see what we got here. Who else allows trading, bros?
PFN Mock Draft Simulator says Troy Clark.
Which one?
PFN.
PFN. Let's look at that one. Let's look at PFN. I kind of want to do something different. Always using PFF, and I think their rankings are goofy.
How about the Eagles messing up their
I love
their
that
draft class, Joe?
I love that.
I had to text Joe, like, did they just give up 2 first-round picks for a future pick? It blows my mind. It really blows my mind how. And we just talked about it last show how the Eagles can really mess up their draft, and they
Oh
are
yeah. I love it. And then they're not going to draft good. So okay, let me get this going here, guys. I will be right back. Mike, if you could talk about some draft stuff here while I take a quick break. One moment.
Yep, show. So, so I think we're gonna go. I think he wanted to try PFN. So let me see if I can get that moving, guys, and see if we can just start our own mock draft here while he takes a quick break. Maybe I could pull it up on my end. Give Joe a break, and we'll go from there. All right. Let me see if I can share my screen here. Share. I understand. Google tab. NFL mock draft right there. Oh, that's PFF. I was doing that one earlier. Right here. And share. And you guys see my screen. All right. Let's do a 5th round mock draft on normal speed. Cowboys is the pick. Let's go draft.
Yeah, so we got the simulator going here. Let's see what trades come to us. Yeah, we'll get it going.
Let's do it. Wait, how do you trade on this thing? Oh, proposed trade. It's right in the middle. Ooh, excuse me, guys. Oh, look at Chris Olay.
So we got an offer here from the Atlanta Falcons. Do you want to move 24 to 43, pick up 58?
Ooh.
That takes you out of the first. I don't know if I'd want to do that, Mike.
I don't know if I want to do that. That's a horrible trade.
Yeah, we can skip that. There's 3. Let's see what we got here. 61. Nah, I don't want to trade completely. I would trade down possibly, but okay.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. 28 and 92
with Green Bay.
So we're giving up 193, which is what's 193? Is that a 5th?
I think so.
A 5th, and that's got to be a 4th, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're gaining a 4th. It looks like. Who's on the board? We got.
How do you check that?
Olave is gone. Let's see.
I can't move it.
Let's see.
I kind of like this offer though.
Yeah.
Move back 4 spots.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna accept this offer, Joe.
Let's do it. Let's change it up, man. Let's see what we can do. And we're still staying in the first round too. So there went Devin Lloyd. Burks.
Oh,
okay.
Now the Broncos is like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, we'll reject these. Yeah. Cancel those.
Reject. Okay. Now we're on the board at 28. We just traded with Green Bay. So, the ads on this thing is ridiculous, Joe. All right. Whew. So we got Dean there. We talked about Dean. We talked about Kenyon Green.
Was Kenyon Green still there?
Devin Lloyd. One more time.
Okay, yeah. Kenyon Green is still there. That's interesting. Yeah. Karlaftis? I don't know if that's realistic. I would probably take him if he was there, but I just don't see that happening.
I don't see it happening either.
Might have to pretend that Karlaftis is not there. But what if he was, bro? Would that see now? To me, Karlaftis would be a CeeDee Lamb moment for me because it would be like, I'm taking this guy. He fell right in our lap. I would take him. So, and then maybe go back and get your O-line a little bit later, or your receiver. But I don't know. What's your thoughts, Mike?
Yeah, I'll be shocked, like you said. But there's Raymond there. We talked about him. Ryman.
Mm-hmm.
Talked about him. Offensive line. That's Kenyon. I think Kenyon Green has to be the choice here.
Let's go Kenyon Green. We were able to move down and pick up a 4th. We're in business. We're in business.
And still get our stuff.
Yeah, let's fix that O line. There went Karlaftis right after. So here we go. Second round. There went White Howell, Sam Williams,
Drake Jackson,
Desmond Ritter,
Trey McBride,
Washington stocking up on QBs here.
Chad Muma right there.
They went Bernard Ryman.
We got an offer here.
Nah. I want to make this pick here. Let's reject that.
Oh, what did I do? Joe, I messed it up, Joe.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we have to go to your screen now. Let's go to your screen. I messed it up.
Well, that was interesting. Let's see here.
Dang it. How did I do that? Look at me. I try to help the show out and I mess it all up.
You're the Minnesota Vikings of the draft, bro. Remember when they were forgetting the draft and they skipped? Do you remember that, bro, back in the day?
I remember.
All right, let's do it. Okay, fourth round. Let's go. Cowboys. All right, let's draft. All right, here we go. Maybe that same deal will come up for us again here. Let's see what comes up. Malik Willis to the Giants. Interesting. Pickett. Linderbaum went to 14. Interesting.
You sharing your screen, Joe?
Oh, no, I'm not. Hold on. My bad. My bad, everybody. I'm drafting without you guys. My bad. Hold on. All right. Okay, here we go.
I sure did, Big Sarge. I apologize.
Here's an interesting one here. We'll look at this.
Ooh, a second and a third.
So that's one. Let's look at the next
Oh, no,
one.
that's a first and a. Ooh, I kind of like that Chiefs offer.
So Chiefs is 29, and you get a 103 is.
So you're moving back 5.
Is that a third? 103. Yeah. There's that Packers one. Oh, no, but they want to give a future third. I don't want that. Nah, screw the Eagles. This one here is interesting.
I like that Chiefs one. That's more realistic, too.
Let's play with that. Let's do this.
Don't click the black thing, because I think that's what I did.
Don't click the what?
The black middle.
Oh, I think you clicked restart. That's what happened.
Don't click the red button.
Okay, so here we are. 29 pick. Zion just left to Green Bay. Devin Lloyd's gone. Karlaftis is gone in this one. Olave and Burks, they're gone. All right, so what do we have? Okay, so there's Kenyon Green still, bro.
Let's make the pick.
Let's make that pick and move right along, okay? Second round. Boye Mafe. That's still my boy. My pet cat guy. Wouldn't mind him, but he's gone. All right.
Hang on, Winfrey right there.
Yeah. Arnold Beckley. Christian Harris to the Eagles. I don't like that. Okay, we're gonna reject these. We're gonna make the pick. All right, 56, Mike.
There it is, right there in front of our face. The Marvin Neal.
We got Kenyon Green. Travis Jones is here. I would prefer him over DeMarvin myself, Mike. I know he's a 30 visit, but if Travis Jones is there, and they did work him out. Coaches were at the pro day. Travis Jones, UConn. So that's possible interest there. Myjai Sanders is there as well, Mike. Cowboys, they did visit with him. There's Ryman still there. What you guys feeling in the chat box, bros? What do you want to do in the second round? We went O-line. Do you want to double dip? Do you want to go receiver?
George Pickens, is he available? Yep, he's right there. This George Pickens would be, because the second round, dude, the Cowboys take chances and chances and chances. I can see that they go offensive lineman in the first round. I can see them taking a chance on George Pickens in the second.
George Pickens in the second. What's the tone in the chat box? How are you guys feeling about a Pickens pick here?
So we got Pickens, we got Travis Jones, Pickens, Travis Jones, Pickens, Travis. I wouldn't mind Minchie either. Travis Jones, Sam Williams, Sky Moore, Travis Jones, Travis. I like it. Says prime time feel. Jones, unrealistic. A as F. I think Travis Jones is the pick, Joe.
All right, let's go. Let's see. So let me see what's left on the receivers. Okay, there's some here that I still like there. Let's go there with Travis Jones, the big behemoth, the playmaker, fixing the trenches. King and Green, Travis Jones. That'll be some good battles here. And we do have some ammunition here that we picked up in the draft with that trade. Let's see where we're at.
Isaiah Spiller, gone. Calvin Austin to the Texans. My goodness, that'll be a God, I like that wide receiver.
There's
Isaiah Likely to the Eagles. And we got a suggestion here.
No, they already ripped us off the first time. So let's reject the Browns. We're on the clock, number 88, Mike. Sam Williams staring at us in the face there.
Yes, he is.
Walker's there.
Oh, you know what? I think let's look at. Can we look at safety?
Safety. You got Ron McKinley there. I like him. I like Nick Cross. Those would be the only two that I would like here, but I don't know. Third round. Would the Cowboys do it? I don't know, man.
Let's see. We got.
Let's look at that receiver, man. I think we got to get that receiver, though. Let me see who's here.
Wandale Robinson.
I like Khalil Shakir here, possibly wide receiver, third round. Tight ends, we were looking at that. You know, there's Ruckert, there's Otten, there's Jelani Woods. Hold on, let me see. We got 88. And we got this one at the end. Okay, so we got that 103 from the Chiefs, guys. So we got 2 threes here in that trade.
There's your favorite tight end, Jelani Woods.
Jelani Woods is there. Would he make it now? Would Jelani Woods make it to 103? I think he would.
That's the risk.
I think he would. And so that being said, do you want to go receiver here? Do you want to go Shakir? I don't know. I don't think he'll make it to 103.
Well, Big Sarge 31 says Shakir has return ability. If that takes CeeDee Lamb off returns,
that's right. Yep.
I'm for it.
That is right. I think I'll go with that pick there, man. He's a badass receiver. Third round, Shakir. Let's go. There went Ruckert. Shit. There went Walker. Benito. Sam Williams. Dulcich. Okay.
Ooh.
We're going to get our guy. We're going to get our boy here. We're going to get him. Unless I accidentally hit restart. Jelani Woods is the pick, bros. What a hell of a third round. We're kicking that ass. I'm getting pumped for the season all over again, bro. They're dragging me back in. All right.
Definitely feels good.
I try to get out, but they pull me back in with these draft classes.
Zach Wilson got my tight end pet cat, Olton.
There's Damian Pierce. That's the Florida running back I wanted, not Malik Davis. Okay, so 129. We're
I think
sitting
we
here.
look at linebacker here, Joe.
We're sitting in the 4th round. There went Tyndall. Yeah, let's take a look at. Ooh, Troy Anderson sitting there. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Would he be there? I don't know if he would be there in the 4th, but man, he's here right here. In there. Edge. We got
Michael
a couple of
Clemens.
guys here. Okay, so Cowboys met with, and when I say met with, I'm talking about combine and pro days. So of these guys here, Cowboys met with Lakita, Penn State. He had a badass Senior Bowl. Alex Wright, they met with him. D'Angelo Malone, they met with him. So you got a couple of edge guys here, Mike, that maybe you want to look at here in the 4th, possibly. You said linebacker, huh?
Yeah.
Troy Anderson's there. That would be the pick there. Also like McFadden as well.
Micah
McFadden.
Parsons, Micah McFadden, the Micah brothers.
Ooh, the law firm of Micah and Micah. Ooh.
That sounds real. That sounds real, dude.
Dude, I kind of like that. That sounds good. I kind of like that shit right there. Yeah, Jojo Domon's good too. He reminds me of a Pete Warner type of guy. But I think they got that with Jabril Cox. I don't know if they would take him. But McFadden or Anderson, I think. Let's look at O-line. You know, do we want to double dip? We got our guard in the 1st. Let's look at tackles. All right. You got Max Mitchell. Killendish is there.
Mac Mitchell, I like.
I'm kind of feeling linebacker, Mike, because
I'm feeling LB too.
Because we think Jabril Cox is going to be ready. We think he's going to be back, but it's not a certainty, right?
Troy Clark wants you to click all. He wants to see BPA.
Okay, let's look at that. BPA says Bailey Zapp. I don't like that. Maybe it's a 5th round to develop, but
Troy Anderson, 2nd BPA.
Troy Anderson.
Oh, Marquise Hayes is right there, though, dude.
That's a guard.
Yes.
We already got our guard, though, with...
I know, but you could double dip.
I think we're going to go linebacker here, man.
You can draft him and trade McGovern.
I think, yeah, I'm gonna go Troy here. As much as Micah and Micah sounds good, the law firm. Troy Anderson sitting here, I gotta go with it.
Anderson and Parsons Law Firm.
Add him in the mix with Jabril, the Steel Cox, Micah Parsons, Troy Anderson. All of a sudden, that linebacker core is something crazy.
And we got Travis Jones, so the front 7 got beefed.
Ooh, I love it. I love the thinking here. Travis Jones stuffing it up, letting these guys roam all over the place and make play after play after play. Nobody's going to run on us. The number 1 defense is shaping up right before our eyes, everybody. So we're at 155. The 5th round, Mike. Here comes our 5th rounders. Dart throwing time, all right? So what do we got?
Mm-hmm. Mark Clemens, A&M.
Where do we want to go here? Let's look at the all best players available. Alex Wright's there.
Alex Wright, yep.
D'Angelo Malone. I don't think Jamar is gonna be there in the 5th. They got him ranked all crazy. There's Marquise Bell that we were talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a couple of players. Let's break it down. What position do you guys want to look at here? We got our receiver. We got our tight end. We got our linebacker. Do you want to add another wide receiver? Do you want to add a tackle? Let's look at O-line, right?
Joseph Sandberg said Brian Cook for the culture.
Safety? Let's take a look. Is he there? And he's gone, I think.
Army Mom Heather C said, run it back. Or maybe she said, run it back. Who knows?
Well, running back is like we were just talking about that. Let's take a look and see who is there. And then, like we said, this 5th round dart throwing time. You got Zamir White, Hassan Haskins, Kennedy Brooks, Devontae Price. Do you want to go running back here? Or do you want to go somewhere else?
I like Price. But I like Pierre Strong too.
We got Kyle Phillips still on the board. Drummond Gray. Cowboys met with him Dallas Day. Danny Gray at his SMU. Some people are all over that. Bo Melton, Rutgers. Some people like him. What would the Cowboys do here? Cornerback, low key. Let me see.
Hey, that's a good point, Joe.
So we got Vincent Gray, Chase Lucas, Josh Jobe out of Alabama. Darian Kendrick is still there. Is that realistic? 5th round? I might do that. I might do Darian Kendrick there. Him and Darren Kendrick and Boss Man. You get some grit back there. Safeties kind of wiped out over here. They did meet with Tony Adams. Pro Day, a virtual visit. At the Pro Day, Tony Adams, they met with him. He's a little bit smaller. I want to say he's like 5'11" or something. Quentin Lake, I'm a fan of him. So everybody feeling in the chat box, Mike?
Cannonball Cowboy said 5th round, I'll take all Alabama and Georgia players.
Let's see what we got here.
Troy Clark says Josh Williams. Marcus
Williams.
Jones has returnability. Big Sarge set. Z White says Army Mom Heather C. Swing tackle says Big Surge.
I think I'm gonna get the edge guy here. Throw another one in the mix here with Alex Wright, the 5th round out of UAB. We're gonna add him up
I
here.
actually like that.
Alex Wright.
Like
Brock Purdy. Kyle Phillips. And we're back on the clock here already. Another 5th rounder. D'Angelo Malone, another edge guy. Josh Pascal still there. There's some edge guys here still available.
Big Surge says running back right now.
Yeah, let's look at that. Let's throw a dart at running back. And of the guys here, Cowboys met with Haskins, Kennedy Brooks, Devontae Price.
Devontae Price, I like.
Algiers gone. My BYU beast is not here.
I like Abraham Smith.
The speedster. Haskins would give you some physicality, a little bit of a change up a little bit. What's the chat box saying here? Running backs. Let's throw a dart at running back here, guys. Haskins. We got a Zamir White.
White all day.
So
Mike loves Abraham Smith.
Yeah, Mike loves Abram Smith, right?
Who
we got here? Let's get some more votes in the chat box. Haskins leading the way here with 2. Anybody else like Haskins? I like Haskins as well myself. So he would. I
like Hassan Haskins. Don't get me wrong.
He would be my vote here.
Hassan Haskins was one of my guys to watch at the combine. Remember that, Joe?
Yeah, he sure was. Let's do it. Let's go. Hassan Haskins here, running back. I love it. The running back room has been upgraded.
Zeke Elliott has been put on notice.
The flat tire. Got to put some of that. What do they call that? Fix a flat up in that thing. All right. Okay, we're back on
the whole bottle in and drive 3 blocks.
So here we go. 176, bro. Another 5th round pick.
Bo Melton.
There's Watermeyer if you want to double dip at tight end. I don't think they would do that. I think they would add a tackle here. Kellen Deesh would be
Max
my guy.
Mitchell.
You like Mitchell?
I like
Let's go to the chat box. Guys, Max Mitchell or Kellen Deesh? Who do you like here? Or do you like Logan Bruss, the big behemoth out of Wisconsin? Let me know what you guys like here. Yeah, swing tackle. Okay. Primetime Phil says Max Mitchell.
Mitchell. Max Mitchell is winning, Joe.
Max Mitchell's in there. Yeah, so Max Mitchell. Max Mitchell. Do we have anybody that wants a Deesh? Any Kellen Deeshes? Let your name, your voice be heard.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Somebody
To
said
Adish.
center. Okay, so center. Of these guys, Luke Wattenberg would be my center of choice here. Had an outstanding combine. I can see the Cowboys taking him out of Washington. Guard. Parham is still there, which is crazy. There's Fortner. I want to go tackle here, though. I think we got to get another tackle in the mix here. A swing guy. Max Mitchell. Parham is still there. Yeah, so you know what? Parham there in the 5th gives you that center. He plays center, can play guard, right?
Don't underestimate Matt Forniak.
Yeah, don't underestimate him indeed. What's the chat box saying, Mike?
They said Parham. I love weed. Says cornerback.
Cornerback?
Cornerback.
Okay.
And then Ryan Doyle asked, what's that safety? So they're trying to get some secondary help here. They don't like Doo-Doo Brown. They don't like Doo-Doo Brown no more.
My guys here, I would like Quentin Lake, Tony Adams, Elvin De La Rosa, Fayetteville State, Joey Blunt, Cowboys, met with him as well.
Yep.
So there's a couple of safeties here, but I feel like you could probably. But 5th round on average is where the Cowboys take safeties, so it's a good point. Parham is still there. Let's go with Parham, Mike, because he can give you that center. And
one of these safeties might be here at 178.
Yeah, and that's just like another pick away, so we can do that. Let's go get our boy here. Let's give these guys some competition because that's what the Cowboys are about. He's still sitting there.
It's a great day for you, but it's a great day for us.
It really is. It really is. So here we are. We're 5th round, 178. We want to go safety because that's what the Cowboys do on average. It is the 5th round. It's there in history. See, JoJo,
Micah McFadden.
He could be a guy that you convert to safety. So Quentin Lake, who do you guys like there at safety, guys? Give me some names. Okay, so we're looking at safeties. We got in the chat box, Mike.
No one's talking. They're a little shy tonight, Joe. They're a little shy.
Safety. Okay, so we're looking at safety. Quentin Lake, outstanding combine. UCLA, Mike McCarthy loves that program. So you think about what Mike McCarthy likes. You know, your defensive coordinator knows how to use these safeties. I'm going Quentin Lake right here, Mike. Safety.
Yeah. Army Mom said Lake. I love weed said Percy Butler. Lake. Dicker the kicker still on the board, ? And then Scott Half Nelson.
There we go, bro. So that's our 5-round mock. This is I gotta say, this is one of my favorites that we've done, Mike. And I actually like this similar because we were able to trade back to 29. We still got Kenyon Green. We beefed it up with Travis Jones. We got the receiver Khalil Shakir, who has some grit. He has some moxie to him. I like him, man. I really like Khalil Shakir. Jelani Woods, bro. Awesome pick right there. Troy Anderson, magnificent. Alex Wright, throw him in the mix. Hassan Haskins, Give us some little breathers for the running backs there. You know what I mean? Especially Zeke down the stretch ran out of gas. So you
He
need
ran
that.
out of major gas. He
You
was
need
on
that third running
fumes.
back. Oh yeah, Dylan Parham and Quentin Lake to round it out.
No, I like it. I can see the Cowboys doing this.
Not bad at all. I'm gonna save that one there. That was a hell of a mock draft. Appreciate everybody in the chat box. Give yourself a round of applause in the chat box because you guys knocked it out, guys. Not only us, but you guys.
Right. You guys are the best.
You guys in the chat box. Round of applause. Make sure you guys hit that like button, man. Let me see. We're gonna go ahead and close this out, Mike. But that's where we're at. We're gonna keep this going. You know, we'll see. You know what other rumors come up, and the next Frisco report is gonna be another banger for sure. But appreciate everybody in the chat box, man. We can't do this without you. It's been a great off season. Mike, let everybody know where they can find you if they haven't already, bro.
Yeah, Joe, Cowboys Corner right here on YouTube, _ Cowboys Corner on Twitter. So make sure you guys tell you guys to go follow me.
Follow my boy in Cowboys Corner, man. Says it how it is. And that's why he's with us here, man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Cowboys Corner. Mike, appreciate you, bro. Shout out to everybody in the chat box. That's all we have tonight. Great covering the 30 visits, guys, and the 5-round mock of mocks. Peace, everybody.
Peace.
On one side.